Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, everybody? My name is DocHoliday. Welcome to Titanes del Ring. With me, we have the illustrious Bonyth. How you doing, Bonyth?
Hi Doc, how you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. I'm ready for some StarCraft. I already played StarCraft all day yesterday in San Francisco with the likes of Sham 2, Fear Dragon, Dez, and Machine. It was a blast. Went to Twitch headquarters yesterday for a little bit of a Bay Area get-together. And now I am super hyped to bring you Titanes del Ring. Obviously the best produced tournament that we have there right now. Of course, not when I'm running it, because I'm terrible at the production. Scores are wrong, forget transitions, whatever, who cares? But hey, man, we do our best. I hope you guys are all having a great time so far this weekend. Let me go ahead and get us ready to go real quick here. Just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll head into the tournament in just a moment. But I believe we're going to see, it's Canada versus Russia, right?
Yeah, it's Canada versus Russia, and I'm excited to see the pairs. These are basically the top nations. We just cannot see any better nations.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna be seeing the likes of TT1. Who's on the Russian team, actually, Bonneth? Why don't you tell me? Do you know?
Oh, so many of them. It's hard for me to tell, but we're certainly, or almost certainly, gonna see SPX. We're gonna see Lancer. We're gonna see Devolt. We're gonna see Gorinich, and many great players.
Yeah, Russia's one of the most notoriously powerful regions in the foreign scene. You guys have a ton of people out there that's super strong. Canada is no slouch, too. They've got a whole bunch of really strong players here. Let me pull up this screen real quick. I did forget to actually put the replays in the file, so I'm just taking care of that real quick.
Yeah, I've been positively surprised by America teams from North America doing so well in Nations League. I didn't expect a US nor Canada to do that hell of a job, but here you are, just showing your true StarCraft capabilities.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. I mean, last week we saw North America do really good, or sorry, the United States rather, do really well. And Canada is kind of like the extension. It's almost funny because I feel like Canada a lot of times is like the carry for North America. They have so many strong players in Canada. And we usually combine ourselves into one sort of nation to go out and fight
Yeah,
other
the
nation
great
wars.
North America.
Exactly. Okay, 1 second, we'll get started here. Oh my gosh. My
Yeah,
computer.
there's so many crazy footage here that you are expected to put on screen. I know.
All right. Here we go. So let's go ahead and get to our face cam screen real quick, and we take a look at some of the matchups here. Oh, here we go.
Okay, finally I get to see the pair. Gonna maximize them and see.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I had to get your beautiful face back on the screen. I had a little bit of a flub up there, but here we go. So we have a couple of different games. So I do believe we start with the 2v2. So the first game is going to be Aegyo and Biggie versus Silver and Sting. The only player out of the four of
It's
those that I know
beautiful, Doc. It's
Aegyo.
beautiful. So many Protoss, so much.
That's everything you ever wanted, huh? Oh man. Well,
This is gonna be a great evening.
okay. So in the first matchup, we have Aegyo versus Biggie. Do you know anything about Biggie? I don't even know who that is, honestly.
Biggie. Or maybe he's known as some. No, he's Canadian. I'm not really North American, so
Yeah.
not gonna pretend to be the wiser here.
I got you. I got you. Do you know Silver or Sting from Russia? Do you know Silver or Sting from Russia?
Yeah, I know Silver. He's been practicing pretty much recently, both 1v1s and especially 2v2s, even hosting some 2v2 tournaments. So yeah, he's been active. As for Sting, maybe not so much, but probably just 2v2 community is doesn't always play 1v1 as well. So well, since he is Silver's ally, I suppose they must have been just playing together.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go ahead and just get on into it and see how the teams go up against each other. I have the game hosted. It's gonna be on Doc Password 1, and we'll hop right into that, guys. I hope you guys are all ready for some StarCraft, man, because it's StarCraft time, and we're not stopping for quite a very long time.
And joining you right now. Oh, it's invite pass.
Father says
Cookie
Bonyth
Blizzard.
looking cute today. Yeah, I know, right, man? He always looks cute. What are you talking about? Here we go. Oh, did it bug out?
What's the pass, maybe? I just
oh,
cannot
number one.
open the door.
Just number 1.
Okay, so what's the game name then?
Doc, DOC. Here,
Okay,
let me
so
see if I can
just boot
rehost
out, just
Here. Man, ever since that new patch, I've been having lots of funny issues on Battle.net. Let me create it again. Are you on a North American server, by the way?
yeah.
Okay. I rehosted it.
Stupid invite passwords. Come on, Blizzard, come on.
Ooh.
Okay, do it one more time, and if it doesn't work, just send me the replay. I'm
Okay.
gonna post it.
It's a Doc, DOC, and then password is number. It's just
Yeah, I
number
have
1.
you in friends, so I should be able to just open the door.
Oh, you can't. Oh, that's so annoying. That's right. Here, I'm just gonna restart my client real quick. Yeah, I've heard a lot of funny things. Like my ever since this last patch, my menus have been a little laggy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's just heavy.
Yeah. My StarCraft needs to go on a diet, man.
Yeah, it's funny. Like StarCraft is a game from '98, but it feels like it just came out. I don't know, 20.
Yeah, but I hear the dev team's working hard on it. It's been a difficult process, so
Yeah, I've heard the team is awesome. Just well, they don't have too many people, so yeah, we need to be patient.
Yeah. What we need to do is we need to go and storm Blizzard headquarters and make them all work on it. Warcraft, who cares? Overwatch, who cares, man? StarCraft 2, who cares? Right? It's all about
Right,
remastered. Alright,
it's
guys.
our 100 elite viewers that man.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like we got it all working. We're going to head into game number 1, guys. So let's go ahead. Canada versus Russia. This is going to be 2v2 Aegyo and Biggie versus Silver and Sting. Alright. If we could just get this to go. Alright, here we go, guys.
Screen number 75.
And please ignore the score up top here, real quick, as I fix it for the stream.
And of course, our Russian and Canadian dear team, they wouldn't make it any easier for us, and this is not going to be top versus bottom. So we'll have to figure the teams ourselves without the help of Shift Up.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, the teams happen to be top right, or the upper part of the top right, the Peach Zerg Aegyo, and the bottom left, bottom left as Biggie. That's our team Canada right there. That's very annoying to
Better
announce.
hide. Okay, here we
Yeah, and then we have the orange Zerg and the blue Terran as as Team Russia here.
Yeah, you may want to rush the introducers because we have a proxy in the middle of the map. Well, actually not really in the middle, right in front of Terran.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. How do proxies work out in 2v2, man? I mean, this is...
Wait, can he even put a second gateway there? I don't think he can.
Oh my... Oh wait, can you put it down here?
No, he
Oh
cannot.
no! Biggie! Canada, this is not working out!
You can put a forge there. Go for forge.
Oh lord. This is awful. This feels so bad.
Yeah, this is awkward. And he even scouted. How did he know? I suppose just a regular scout.
Yeah, what do you mean, how did he know? He just walked outside his base and it was right there. It's not a sneaky gateway position. Oh, Lord.
Okay, anyway, so the Pion got killed, so Terran will be able to. Oh, so.
Oh, it was
But,
so
yeah, he's
close.
able to wall.
Yeah, it was very close from being able to put another pylon down or get the probe body in the way there. But that was a nice clutch move. Now we don't have to really worry about the Zealot being too big of a pain in the butt. Just got to repair that wall a little bit and they'll be fine. In the meantime, Aegyo is sending out the Lings with the 9 pool. But again, there's not very much that they can do. I feel like the Zealot would have been... it might be more useful to harass the Zerg. But it looks like we have a hatchery going down at the ramp, so we should be seeing... you know, sunken up there eventually. So I feel like Team USA should really coordinate their units here, as the Zealot is kind of over here at the Zerg base, while the Lings are kind of chilling over here at the Terran.
Yeah, the only good thing about this situation is that, Protoss can cannon Terran at his natural, but not with the way he puts his first cannon, unfortunately. Okay, this will do. Okay, this is not bad at all. So they need to close there for the time being.
Alrighty, well, Team Northern United States, North United States, aka Canada, the big hat, if you will, starting to push up the Zerg ramp. We do have the Sunken here at the main base, though. We have gotten some nice trades with the Zerglings so far, as they have been kind of retreating. Zealots find a nice little cozy spot in between the extractor and the pool to kind of hang out for a little bit. But now that the
Oh, the second cannon, so important.
ah, well, okay, got a couple of Marines for that. But yeah, losing that cannon, pretty big deal here. In the
Yeah,
meantime,
where's the probe? Where is the probe? You need to keep making
oh,
cannons. So.
oh, the lings are getting
Ah!
into the main. Oh no, the barracks was floating. Now we have a ton of speedlings in the main of the Terran player here. We have a second
Oh, no,
and third
Sting,
barracks
no.
going down, but these are speedlings, so getting kills on these Marines is going to be no big deal. Meantime, we did have a little bit of a block at the Zerg ramp to not let the Zerglings out, but that has been allowed to open up here now. So Orange's Zerglings are coming out, and Gornich is destroying this Zealot count here. Now, let's take a look. How do you feel about the situation right now? We're in a pretty dire straits for Sting here. But there are a lot of orange Zerglings on here.
60 HP, that's all.
Ah, here we go. Zerglings having to destroy the cannons and the gateway down here is buying, you know, Aegyo a lot more time to deal more damage to Sting's economy. Here we go. Goryanich now moving up into the main here to try and hold this down. I guess not. Still fighting. So Goryanich just not really helping his teammate out over here, trying to take out the infrastructure in the middle of the map.
Yeah, he really hates Protosses for some reason. I don't know.
That's so funny. He sees a zealot. He's like, my teammate is dying.
Oh no,
Who
he's
cares?
there for the Protoss.
Here we go. All right. So Gornich's Lings now moving into Big Data. His main, rather. We have a couple of sort of walled off cannons here. They're not, two of them not finished quite yet. This is a little bit of, I think, too conservative of a response here. There's tons of Lings on the way inside this
Leave
base.
Protoss alone.
There we go, and we do have the first and only formed cannon now coming down right now. Let's take a look at this. Oh my god, it's just a pylon. I thought it was a cannon. Aegyo is going to have to send reinforcements over to this base as these probes try to flee from the Lings. Here we go. Aegyo's Lings now showing up in the main, but there are a lot more orange Zerglings on the field here from Gorynich than there are from Aegyo. Now, we have a couple of probes now kind of like fanning out to try and help the Zergling fight in this base here. But, oh! Aegyo has some Mutalisks showing up. And I think this should be pretty well defended. Too bad we only have 100 minerals left here. So it's going to be quite a long time before we can probe up.
Has no probes.
Literally no probes, yep. He does have a couple of minerals in the bank, though, so is going to be able to continue to make probes as the game goes on. But we're going to have to defend this ramp.
I don't know about continuous production because, well, the single probe doesn't mind that.
Yep. We do have, but look, we do have zealots on the ramp with Mutalisks hanging out over them.
Finish the bunker, the Sting. Finish the bunker. Hold on.
Oh, it finishes, but the Marine dies. And now Sting doesn't have any money. He can't produce any more Marines. Oh my god, 2v2 is absolutely insane. Crazy stuff going on all over the map. The Zergs are really putting the team on their backs as their other race partners getting absolutely annihilated. Aegyo with a very, very serious advantage right now with the Mutalisks on the field here. Orange Gorynich only able to really produce Zerglings at the moment. And that's going to be a pretty big problem for them as the Mutalisk starts to build up. Zergling's still pretty good, but looks like, you know, Aegyo's pretty immune to them with the double sunken in the main. We do have the Zealots on the ramp, or we did have the Zealots on the ramp, rather, and they did a really good job of holding that off so that the Lynx couldn't do any more damage to the recovering probe count. And there we go. We have the GG from Team Russia as, you know, Aegyo's Mutalisk count just kind of forced them out of the game.
Yeah, you just cannot outproduce Mutalisks at this point when you have one base. So, wow, still a great job by Gorynich. He may be very upset at his at his ally because, well, he single-handedly killed the Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard. I feel like 2v2, there's a lot of luck involved with how that goes. You know, it's not like I don't think it's always, you know, the person who dies' fault, because it's just the way like the strategies pile up, especially if you get things like double 9-pull and stuff. It can be difficult, you know. So
Yeah,
That's,
you need to anticipate twice as much as from 1v1 since you're playing against two. So yeah, you just need to have some really great.
yeah. I felt pretty bad. We were playing some 2v2s yesterday at Twitch headquarters with Sham2 and them, and we were playing against Fear Dragon, who's a pretty popular StarCraft 2 caster who doesn't play too much Brood War. And we were playing 2v2, and so, like, my team was me and Dez. We're both Zerg players, so we couldn't go Zerg, right? Because it's not fair. So I decided to play random since I feel like I'm a little bit better as far as mechanically than Dez, which
Don't
is
tell
not.
me you got Zerg.
Yeah, I got Zerg both games, and he was Protoss.
No.
So the first game, he does a wall in his natural. There's like 4 holes in it.
Oh.
Both 9-pools just run right through the wall, and he goes, "No! I can't believe that's not a wall! All the buildings are touching!" So then the second game, he does a wall up on top of his ramp, and then he puts a zealot in the wall, and then we still run past it because there's still another hole, and he's from StarCraft 2 and he doesn't know where all the holes are, because that's obviously a very difficult skill to acquire, you know, like, walling in Brood War is not easy.
This is live, this is brutal.
Yeah, walling in Brood War is not easy. It takes a lot of knowledge to get that taken care of. So, yeah, I mean, we just destroyed him with early 9-pools, but I mean, Bryce Machine brought it back, man. He killed us with his very quick Mutalisk. So,
yeah, Merciless Zergs not even going for 12, just 9-pull.
yeah, it was pretty brutal, man. I feel bad, but I gotta learn one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Bonyth. Well, we're on to something I'm sure you're very excited to cast. If you can see the matchups.
I can see Dragon and Goddess. Is this where we?
So we're actually I've got the replays ordered. It's not Dragon Goynich. It's probably gonna be the one that you're most excited about. It's gonna be Castle versus DeWalt. It's just gonna be all Protoss, just 100%, 100% Protoss, man. So we're gonna head into our.
Great.
Yeah, hey, it's not me, man. You know, I don't even make this. I don't make these decisions. This is just the way it rolls. So we're heading to Neo Selfid. This is gonna be a Protoss versus Protoss, Castle versus DeWalt. Let's head right on into the replay. I'll get that going for you guys in just a second. Here we go. But before that, do you have any predictions? As far as mine goes, Castle's a great player, but
able to join your game.
oh, again?
Yeah, again. Why not?
Oh no, Battle.net, please. Okay, I'm gonna rehost it. Maybe we just have to restart StarCraft in between every game.
That's how we do things at StarCraft.
There we go. All right, it worked. All right, guys, let's head on right into the game here. My prediction: DeWalt is gonna smash Castle. Not to say Castle's a bad player, but DeWalt is one of the top players. You know what I mean?
That's not what you're saying. No.
Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome to Sylphid. Let's introduce our players here real quick. Spawning in the top center of the map as the grayish-blue Protoss, we have DeWalt.
And in the bottom right part of the map, is it like 4 p.m. or it's Castle.
Alright, man. Well, Canada up 1 game. That's 2v2. This is 1v1. The quintessential StarCraft experience.
So normally, I could bet you money on DeWalt, but no, this is Sylphid, this is open map, there is no ramp to hide. If you execute some great all-in play, you can surprise opponent. Everything can work out on this map. And Tituan is now listening to me as we are both, we have Canada against Poland next, and yeah, we are to play against each other on this.
Oh my gosh, sounds like our audio is being a little funny. Let me try and turn the game sounds up a little bit. Just going deaf, that's all. Just damaging my ears for everybody in chat. You're welcome, guys. But alrighty. So, as you said, we have no ramp. So that makes everything a lot stronger because you can't really defend getting that high ground advantage with your Dragoons. So, I mean, would you expect to see a lot more of the multiple gate styles going into this map?
Well, we don't need to make any predictions because we already see a build that's gonna be different from Devils. It's going to be 2-gate.
Yeah. So we have a 9-9 versus a 10-12. Is that correct? Because I think the DeWalt's build is a little bit the second gateway is a little bit slower.
Wait a second, I wasn't paying that. Wait, both of them are opting for 10-12? I suppose these both gateways are just 10-12. It's just a matter of sending the probe. The second gateway doesn't matter that much as the first one, so it's okay.
Okay, here we go. Gotta turn you up a little bit too, Bonyth. We're just balancing the audio out here. Okay. So.
Okay, so here's the thing. In PvP, when both players are going 2-gate, the player with faster gas, unless you want to play the Nexus first, then you obviously don't want, you don't need gas for additional Nexus, so let's see what these players are gonna opt for. Normally you'd make 3 Zealots, and immediately after you make a gas, if you want to tech afterwards. But neither of the players wants to take their gas.
That's interesting. So gas obviously is going to allow you to produce those Dragoons there. So you throw down the gas, then you throw down your Cyber, and whoever transitions to Dragoons first usually wins?
Yeah, at least they can they take the initiative on the map, right? Because you can kill the probe faster, you can tech to whatever you want. But on the other hand, if someone is going for Nexus rather than tech, then obviously you're gonna be in better macro situation. But on the other hand, you're gonna be playing a little bit blind, so you need to be prepared for kind of everything.
All right, Bonyth. So let's see how this works out. This is gonna come down, I would assume, to the Zealot micro at this point. Everything looks very scary right now. I would hate to be in a position like this. Zealots are so microable because of how much HP they have compared to most lower tier units here. Who do you think is gonna have the better micro? Again, my bet's on DeWalt, but honestly, I don't know.
You can see the difference right now. DeWalt knows the rushing distances on Selfie, and he decides to put down the Nexus, and he's gonna be most likely fine. But look at what Castle is preparing. But unfortunately, DeWalt still has a probe inside of Castle base. Did he scout for Nexus yet? I don't know, but he needs to find out that there is no Nexus for Castle, and he needs to make, I don't know, a forge, a shield battery, defensive pylons. He needs to reinforce his natural somehow, otherwise Castle may just bust him with so many Zealots.
Here we go. Big start to the engagement here. Looks like DeWalt's gonna win off a little bit of the first one here as one of the Zealots starts to take HP damage.
Yeah, as Castle you don't want to engage, you need to count, you need to literally count every Zealot and see that it's 6 against 7, I don't engage 6 against.
Yeah, and we do have a shield battery coming down as well. Is this forward pylon for a shield battery of his own?
Oh, 3 Zealot, this is bad.
All
but
right.
we have 2 additional gateways, so these are gonna produce some Zealots as well.
Man, well, DeWalt getting a very nice early kill on that Zealot. Very upset Zealot. Kind of went in there by himself. In the meantime, how much does a shield battery
form,
count
like
for?
a line before you engage.
Yeah, look at this is so funny. The Zealots are kind of engaging almost individually here. DeWalt now pulling back his injured Zealots to grab themselves some more shields real quick from the shield store. Oh man, and this is going really bad for Castle so far. DeWalt, his Zealot numbers are just snowballing.
Yeah, once you take a lead in Zealot number, you're not really giving that up. So as painful as it is, as it's 4 gateways against 3 gateways, but somehow miraculously 3 gateways wins.
Alrighty. Well, DeWalt, the miracle worker, is continuing to just snowball this Zealot count here. Purple Zealots running for their lives. But there is nowhere for them to go. Soon we're going to push down even into these gateways, see that that's there. Get a couple more of these Zealot kills, and then it's game over. You can start killing the gateways, killing the pylons.
Yeah, but I love this. This could be my very first gasless PvP that lasted about 5 minutes. So
Gasless PvP. Is this the new meta? DeWalt's doing it, so it's got to be good, right?
that's right.
There we go. And Castle throws the GG up. That's gonna put Team Russia on the board.
Yeah, guys. Wait, yeah, it's fun.
Alrighty, well that was a let's just come out and say it, that was a fucking weird game, Bonyth.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. The idea was actually pretty good. I really liked the way he wanted to sprite out. Castle felt like an underdog, and he chose a really good, a very simple strategy to outplay the wall. So I love that. I love the idea.
Oh man.
It's just the execution. It's always the execution. It's like you may think it's only zealots. You just send them on attack move. Many zergs will tell you that. Many terrans will tell you that. But you can see how far from true.
Yeah, there is a very big difference. I mean, zealots are so slow without the move speed. Their damage does a ton of damage. You know, they come in there, then they punch you in the face with 2 swords. And they're very microable because of that. You know, there's a lot of time in between their attacks that they can be backed up, so that they're not taking damage while their auto attack cooldown is coming up. And of course, you know, you want to continue to rearrange your zealots so that way the weakest ones aren't taking hits, and you're getting a good concave, so everyone's doing their damage. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do with zealots that a lot of people don't acknowledge, especially in zealot versus zealot battles. I mean, it's pretty dang important.
Yeah, it's not the Zerg versus Zerg when Zerglings fight against Zerglings, and you have basically no time to micro any of these whatsoever. Once you take a fight, you just take it, right? This is a little bit more mic. Okay, anyway, I need you to, as usual, remake the game.
Oh no. What, dude, what's happening today? This is crazy.
Is it?
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, now it's working. Just regular stuff.
Alright, cool. Well, we're heading into our next match. This is going to be on Overwatch. I've heard a lot of people say that Overwatch is maybe the best 2v2 map that was ever made as far as balance. How do you feel about the map?
Some people say it's Protoss favorite, but I don't know about that. They just want to make some maps with that Protoss label, but unfortunately, again, they're far from the truth, as probably the only Protoss map was Sparkle, and so yeah, we Protoss have to struggle with our skills to get the maps in our...
Yeah, Sparkle, pretty good Protoss map. But you have to. There were a lot of island maps in the early history of StarCraft as well. So you know, you guys got your island maps, all right. We got to get to more balanced maps now.
Yeah, we had our 5 minutes.
Oh man. Alrighty guys, well let's head right on into this series. We're going on to Overwatch here at the Diana's Del Ring. It's 1-1 Canada versus Russia. Let's see who can get an advantage in this next game. Alright. Awesome!
And it had to be blue
versus
right?
blue! Yeah, I was just gonna say that! Well, in the top left-hand corner, representing Russia, we have from Team IRK, one of my favorite Terrans actually to watch, SPX.
Blue Terran SPX, and in the bottom right corner we have blue Protoss. It's TT1.
Yeah. TT1, very rare treat to see him competing. Pretty cool that we get to see this, honestly. As he spends most of his time in the FBW Discord just talking and making fun of people.
Yeah, that's right, that's TT1.
Yeah.
Alright.
But TT1 has been, you know, called a pretty unique player. Has a very particular style. A lot of people call him a macro Protoss. You know, sits back, just just macros really hard, but
Okay,
I
tell
don't
me
think
how
we're
is
gonna
that
see.
macro? He's
I
at
was gonna
7
say
pro.
I don't think we're gonna see that this game.
Oh my god, this is not even 9 gate, this is 7 gate.
Yeah, TT1 being a little dirty boy today. I think it's just he's like I don't play tournaments anymore, so he's just like he doesn't want to take the time to to play the
He's
game
like,
out.
I'm jealous of Zerx going 5-pull, I'm gonna make some silly number.
Yeah, dude. TT1's just tired, man. He like wants to go take his nap, but he had to play this game, so just making it a quick one. This
Look,
is cute.
he's poking the barracks. This is huge. Okay, finally put it down.
Yeah, this is pretty adorable. So TT1, because the gate and stuff was so early, the scout looked like it came at a much more natural time than it normally would have appeared to. But-
So yeah, TT1 even forced SPX to make refinery. This is also huge. So the barracks is even more delayed. So yeah, when the Zealot will pop into Terran's base, I don't even know if there is gonna be any.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna have to be a bunker thrown down here or something now. Over
You
at
cannot put a bunker without the barracks.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Oh my god, he's still annoying this SCV. Probes are up, man. They're too good.
Too good, and Zealot is coming.
Alright, well the barracks just finishes up here. Marine not even out on the field yet. We don't have a bunker anywhere in sight either. So this Zealot's going to be able to come in here and start doing SCV damage right away.
I don't know, SPX, put a bunker.
So
No, he wants. Whoa, this is a great one. And look at this. Zealot cannot go there, in there. Wow.
this is very smart. Making what 80s Mullet calls the ghetto bunker. An impassable terrain for the Zealot. Can't even come inside to help with this. TT1 comes in here, gets a couple of smacks onto this initial Marine, but this has been really fantastic so far. Look at this! Look at the Zealot! Look at him! He can't get in there, dude! That's insane! Look how big of a hole that is! This has got to be the most obese Zealot in history of mankind. We need to get him over to 24-hour fitness or something, get him to work out so he can slip on into that cavity. Because this is insane! These Zealots can't do anything!
SPX with 200 IQ moves, wow.
Oh my god, this building positioning is absolutely a nightmare for TT1 right now. We gotta send this replay over to Artosis so he can learn to make this wall, because this is nasty, dude.
Oh
How
yeah.
You can't do anything with your early Zealots against this. Look
And
at
even the
this!
second supply, Jesus Christ, these Zealots have 0 kills.
Yeah, we
All of
didn't even get the one SCV that was building that supply depot. It's just, oh my god, this has just been absolutely terrible for Protoss.
Well, I don't know about terrible way Protoss is. Well, do we really need to do? But the CVs, man, so far, they don't want to hit the gym set.
Yeah, the Zealot's not even putting any damage down because the SCVs have been blocking the pathing, and now this Vulture just picking off all the Protoss, man. How does your little Protoss heart feel, Bonyth, right now? This has got to be pretty painful to watch.
Yeah, it's painful, but it's at the same time beautiful. It's enlightening, and I'm never proxy-gating SPX ever again.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Putting that down in the notebook. Don't proxy gate XPX. It's gonna just be complete failure.
Look at these SCVs. Look at them.
Oh my lord. This Dragoon is running from his goddamn life right now.
Yeah, he sees the SCVs and run! He sees the SCV.
Yeah, dude, SCVs are scarier than Marines, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
There we
They're
go.
almost as fast as dragons, so I understand their aim.
Alrighty, well. This is pretty rough. Now we got high ground advantage. Zealots already taking hits from these Vultures, though.
Okay, so
I don't know.
suppose yeah, SPX needs to take a step back, macro up, because he's been gathering a lot of resources.
Oh, TT1 going for a quick little snipe on one of the Vultures. Dragoon going down? No, you can't lose that Dragoon! Oh no. And now we have Marines, Vultures, and SCVs in the main.
Yeah, but the Gun Range finished, so it's gonna help TT1 tremendously. But this one Dragoon is at 40 HP, and now SPX get to scout the entire pro.
Alrighty. Now we're getting kills in the main base here. SPX doing a good job making use of these units. Obviously, Dragoons, very strong, much better than, you know, Marines and Vultures in those straight-up fights, as they're just way stronger units in the 1v1s.
Yeah, on the other hand, Vultures, I think, quite better at killing workers than.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're stabilizing. We get second factory. We have a bunker, but we don't have any marines in it yet. So it's just a fake bunker. Saying T1 stay. Don't come near.
Yeah. We got one Marine to come hop in this bunker all by himself. This is like the bourgeoisie Marine, man. He's got his own bunker. Doesn't have to do nothing. But yeah, here we go. All right, so we have a lot of Dragoons coming across the map now. SPX is in a fine spot. Just got to get enough. Oh my gosh, we need one more. We need one more SCV, don't we?
Okay, this one. Okay, the fake marines. Great. This is great, Mike.
Okay. Oh, we save it.
Pull out marines, so the dragons on pole position are gonna start shooting marines. So maybe purposes. Sometimes you may want to actually target fire the bunker, as TT1 is.
Alrighty, so where are we at in this game? I have to.
Okay, pull out the bunker.
Oh no, they stopped! They stopped! Oh, but we do have siege mode now, so I don't think that you're gonna be able to push into this with SCV line blocking. Oh no! The Dragoon's on top! Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, oh, how? Okay.
I don't know how that attacked it.
Need the tank got.
I have no idea how that happened. He shouldn't have been able to be shot.
Never mind what happens. I want you to go back to this moment. I want to see if there was some book or the SCV actually killed the Dragoon. So viewers, remind me after this.
Oh man.
I want to have one more look at this situation because it looked
very strange. All right, we'll run it back at the end of this game.
Yeah, SPX, that was really strange. Okay, another again.
2 siege tanks, 2 unsiege tanks versus 5 Dragoons. Feel like the Dragoon's not gonna do too well in this situation.
Yeah, and the emergency SCVs as well.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good trade for Terran. I feel like tanks are almost like equal in value to a Dragoon. Like when you're losing early Dragoons, it's very bad for you.
On the other hand, tanks are pretty important too. You may think that's actually like 1-to-1 ratio, but I don't know. I'd be happy to trade 3 Dragons for 2 tanks.
Okay.
Maybe it's all about the gas.
Yeah, I got you. Well, things starting to get a little spooky as we have siege tanks and vultures moving out onto the map now. Sieging across this bridge is a pretty strong position, although getting across it is a very difficult proposition. Very narrow bridge here. Dragoon's likely going to be able to abuse, you know, SPX's position trying to get across it. But we do have a big engage in this the tanks in front siege. This is really interesting. Why would you siege the tanks that are in front here?
Yeah, the siege was great, but actually TT1's timing to move on this bridge was actually even.
Alrighty, well we do have tanks and mines now. Mines instantly take out a Dragoon. I like this unsieged tank in front here, allowing the siege tank to kind of shell away in the back there, but a bunch of tanks go down here. TT1 with a very nice response.
Yeah, great response, but on the other hand, he keeps on losing, and this is big economical advantage to SPX. And now the vultures with their mine.
No!
No!
Oh no! All right, that was not as bad as I thought the mine hits were gonna be.
Here.
But now you're in a pretty rough spot. Dragoon's no longer able to come down the map. TT1 throws up the GG instantly. Oh my lord, SPX just absolutely trounced TT1 in this early game.
Okay, let's head back to, I don't know, to this moment. Like,
yeah, right. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Like 5 minutes was it or something?
I'm just gonna fast forward until we find it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go X16. It's gonna be a while since. More. Okay, go. Ah! Okay, it's okay, still okay. Okay, go X8. No! Okay, it's still fine.
Okay. Looks like Sari says it's at around 750, so we're just gonna keep it going for a little bit. Alright, here we go. Starting, it's gonna come up here in just a minute. Alright, so here we go.
Okay, this is the. Wow. What do you say, Doc, about this?
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. That was super weird. Yeah, there's no tank up here. So the
Put
tank...
it back and run it like on normal speed. This is SPX dirty hacks discovered.
Alright, here we go.
I'm sorry, SPX, we have to ban you for competing in a foreign tournament.
Dude, he's come up with some new tech. Alright, here we go.
Okay,
Dragoon steps forward. He's literally on top of the tanks.
It's like because of the dragon died in there, so the second tank aimed the closest dragon without actually checking if it's not inside the range, you know, something like that might have happened.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it was could have been like some kind of issue where like the Dragoon walked up right as the shot was happening, so it it started the shot before the Dragoon was in the melee range. But I mean, as you can see, dude, the Dragoon like walks right up to the tank. The tank is not doing anything for a long time, and then the shot goes off. What? Like, look how long of a look at it's like. Okay, here we go. It's just chilling.
Dragon goes down, and the second time wanted to shot the same dragon, but it died, and it changed the aim for the closest unit, even though it was. This is so crazy.
Well, that was pretty weird. Alrighty, well, you know, them's the breaks, man. You're playing StarCraft. You got to deal with StarCraft stuff. So let's go ahead.
Explain this stuff to your StarCraft 2 friends now. These all except.
Oh man, don't mention it to them. We don't want them to know about it. All right, man. Well, we're going into our second to last game now. This is going to be a PvZ. Alrighty, so game is up. Let's see if it'll work for the first time this time.
Nope, it's invalid password. You just keep changing passwords.
Oh my god. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're going to be heading into Gory Niche versus Dragon in just a minute. Let's go ahead and get this started. I just want to mention, though, real quick. I don't know if you guys can see, but in the chat, Rude Girl has been linking the Matcherino. That's a fantastic fundraising website for grassroots esports like ourselves. If you go to the Matcherino link above, and then you put in the code TDRNW, Tatiana's Del Ring Nation Wars. If you go ahead and do that, you're going to be able to contribute 50 cents to the prize pool absolutely for free. We really appreciate you guys doing that. There is also an option to just make a normal cash donation like you would to any other streamer, any other tournament. So if you guys want to check that out, it'd be very helpful to continue to raise that prize pool, you know, and motivate our players to get out there, practice, and play for the win. So if you guys want to go ahead and make those contributions, it'd be very helpful. Really appreciate it here at Titanas Del Ring. And we're going to go ahead and get on into our next match.
Let's do this.
Alright, Bonyth, PvZ. Here we go.
Yeah,
Are we going to get the Zerg murder that I'm sure you're hoping for, we'll have to see. In the bottom left-hand corner. What? Okay. Do you... On the mini-map, I cannot see the Zerg base. Look.
I cannot see Zerg's nickname. I had to check who is it playing. Okay,
Dude, what the heck?
Right.
It's going... Something weird is happening, but in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as the brown Protoss, we have Mr. Macroman himself from North America. We have Dragon representing Team Canada.
Yeah, and the invisible man, the golden image in the bottom right.
This is so weird. Look at... You can't see... Like, the creep is there, but you can't see the building. Well, okay, let's try classic what? Dude, Dude, when I switched to classic graphics, it like changed them. Okay, you can see it in classic graphics. So if you hit F5, you can see him on the map over here. But when you go back to the normal ones, he disappears on the map again. Look at this, we can't even see the Overlord! It's just a revealed circle on the map.
Wait a second, I'm looking at your screen.
That's so stupid. This is gonna be so hard to observe. There's just gonna be units on the map, can't even see it. Oh my lord. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Well, I can see it on my screen, so I don't know, Doc. It's something with your. I have an idea. Do you have this what was cardboard skin?
I don't have the Carbot skin.
Oh.
But yeah, look, okay, so if I change it to yellow, it works. It's just the black color. Look, just as soon as I hit Shift Tab out of the Shift Tab, boop, everything disappears. Oh my lord.
This is why we play StarCraft and no StarCraft 2. It's not any reason they tell you. It's this. It's all about.
Jordaddy in the chat talking shit, saying I need Dr. Phil. Well, Jordaddy, you need like 6 Jenny Craigs. Alright, man. Just let me know. Let me know when you aren't 600 pounds and then you can come over here to my chat. But yeah, so this is going to be weird to observe. We do have an overpool here. Just pretty normal stuff. A gas, though, as well. So we're going to be seeing likely Spire or 3-hatch play.
Yeah, they're testing your map awareness.
This is actually really hard. Like, I didn't realize that there was a natural expansion because it didn't show on the map. Oh man, this is awkward.
Alright, I'm actually super excited about this because it's Dragon as Protoss and it's Gladiator. And guess what? Next week we are having Poland against Canada and we have Dragon against Zero on this map. So yeah, this is gonna be good spy information.
Mr. BSL himself, very strong player. I mean, how often do you see Zero on the ladder? Because he doesn't really stream too much of his own gameplay or anything like that. So I never know how much he's practicing. Does he play a lot?
Yeah, organizing tournaments is especially, it's not really a tournament, it's a league. It's even 3 leagues inside of 1 league. So it takes, I suppose, like 90% of his free time. So yeah, there is that.
Yeah, see, that's what I was questioning, because it's very difficult to run stuff like this. And then keep up with your own game. I know that's part of the reason why Kix is so terrible at the game, you know, always organizing STPL, never having any time to improve whatsoever. So, you know, it can be pretty difficult, but Zero's always been a very high skill level player, so maybe he's just one of those guys who's kind of talented, doesn't get rusty even after not playing very much.
And I'd say from all the 3 matchups that Zerg has, ZVZ, ZVT, ZVP, ZVP is the matchup that you need to use your brain most of all rather than your hand.
Yeah, I would say that's a very good assessment. Much less mechanically intensive. It's like pretty brain dead as far as the micro goes. You just cycle through your hatcheries over and over again. You know, it's not so... There's not that many things that can happen. You're pretty safe as Zerg doing, you know, just going for the Spire, and then because you see everything, what the Protoss is doing. So then, yeah, it's up to decision making and stuff like that to determine the game here.
Oh, so you'd think actually you'd see a dragon going for everything as the book says, but no, not really. We have Citadel of Adun, so skipping Corsair.
Yeah, so Dragon has a couple of Citadel first builds actually that he's been using. They're kind of a secret
It's
here.
not even speed. It's not for speedos. It's going to be Templar Archive. So DT Rush, but zeros,
Yeah.
and we'll have to react with overlords, invincible overlords in play.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. Obviously, like this is just terrible, dude. But all right, so you said this is gonna be a DT rush, huh?
So it's an interesting build. I may actually want to take a closer look at this because it's like DT rush into it, so it seems zealous
Zealot.
rush. So
Yeah. So from what I remember about this build, he went for early gateways behind his, his upgrades. He gets the Templar Archives pretty quick, and then he goes for a very powerful Zealot Archon push while taking his third. And it's really annoying because he gets a ton of units here. So as Zerg, you have to go really hard in the paint as far as committing to your defenses with the Sunkens and stuff like that, so you don't lose your natural or your third. And in the meantime, on the back end, Dragon's taking his third. He's got a big army and he's pushing you. And he's got Archons, so it's really difficult to continue to use Mutalisks to do a lot of damage because you have to hold them back to help deal with the Zealots.
yeah, and I really like that Dragon skipped the Zerglings in front of his natural because if your DT is this fast, you really want to go for drones first. And you can see the Sunken is close to finishing, but not so. And let's see how fast the Zero's reaction. Wow, super fast reaction.
There we go. Well, I got the kill cam up on the bottom portion of the map so you can watch that. Mutalisk doing some work here in the main, though. Oh my god. DT has done a ton of work already. Mutalisk getting very
don't
little
fight it.
in the way of damage. 6 kills, though. Very, very productive.
Yeah, I suppose it was not the good call to actually attack the DT with all the drones, but hey, maybe it would have been different if actually these drones got on top of the DT. But on the other hand, we have a dragon with lots of cannons, so this is a lot of resources actually you would like to spend on units, gateways, maybe securing another expansion.
Oh, yeah. And, we have a whole bunch of gateways coming down in the main here, so we have a very powerful 2-base timing attack coming up.
Yeah, and well, so yeah, as you said, it's going to be 2 Archon timing, and Zero will have to have a lot of. Oh!
Ooh.
You don't mess around with these big ones.
Dude, look at the units don't even have a border on the UI. What the hell? This makes no sense. There's no border on these Mutalisks. Okay.
Invisible Zerg. Okay, Zero really needs to have a lot of Sankens, and I feel for him a little bit. Maybe if he made a full wall-in with like evolution chamber to help. To help it.
This is rough. We've got 1 Sunken and 2 Hydros basically holding down the fort here. But these are some scared Protoss units for some reason. I'm not really sure.
Wow.
The third not really defended either, too.
I'm so surprised that Dragon actually changed directions for the high ground expansion. But hey, there is only one Sunken here as well.
Yeah, who cares, man? Neither of the bases are very well defended. This is a very overdrone. Gorinich immediately losing all his Mutalisks as well here. Probe's doing a good job keeping the Zealots off of this Sunken, but there's just not enough damage here.
Yeah, the Hydras are coming in, but those are so tanky.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that critical mass of Hydras, they are so hard to.
Yeah. I feel like we're just gonna focus down the main hatchery here, lose our units, But this is a big win either way, because that's a huge portion of the economy. There we go.
That's exactly right.
Well, that very, nice sized attack force gets a whole lot of stuff done here. We got 1 million drone kills. We got a main placed hatchery. So I mean, you still have some mining, I guess, off of these mineral patches. So, the economy is going okay, but you got to place that hatchery still. I mean, that was a big win for Protoss.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying for Zerg to be on only 4 hatcheries at this stage of... Okay, he's drawing up, it's fine here, the worker count is fine, I suppose. Yeah, Dragon, army size is gonna be kicking in soon, even if his aggro is 101, so this is like the current Protoss meta when you're playing one watch. This is how you do this nowadays.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I feel like Gornich wants to rely on the lurkers so that way he can drone up a little bit more. We have a bunch morphing. We have some already created here. But at this point, Dragon's going to be transitioning to, Dragoon here. He's got obs on the map here. And Dragoon's kind of the ideal mid-game unit to deal with the lurker count before it gets out of control. I feel like this is not going to be this most solid mid-game plan here. I don't know what you're gonna do in Gornich's position. Do you go just mass Hydras?
Dragon heavy army is the perfect game ender when you as the Protoss player has that severe advantage. So this is exactly how you want to finish the game.
Yeah. It just feels so terrible, as a Zerg player going. You've got all these lurkers, but the Dragoons are like fighting them one-on-one almost. You're not getting any of that splash damage. And your expensive lurker line just gets caved in as the Protoss player just A moves over it and destroys you because you're behind in the game.
Yeah, and there are 10 storms value of with this army. So these storms are never going.
Yeah, to be honest, who even needs attacking units with this many storms? I mean, there's like one group of Hydralisks and 2 lurkers. This is really rough.
Okay, so the idea, Gornich has the right idea, just going mass tankens against this. But yeah, the Dragon can still just fight with only dragons, take out the hatchery, take out the Hydra, and then either go for it. Never mind, he just goes for it.
Yeah, I mean, Sunkens are very strong versus Dragoons. They do a ton of damage, they have a ton of HP. But when you have such an overwhelming army size, it doesn't matter.
That's right, but it's kind of risky because look, you don't have any zells here now, and they're coming from the back, so it's still kind of dangerous.
All right, here we go. The Hydras now, as you said, coming from the back here to try and deal with this. The natural expansion's drone have been cleared up, but the storms are not doing anything. They're just kind of ambling around here. I'm really not sure what's going on. Why aren't we using our Templar energy?
Because there is nothing to storm, basically. Like, you don't want to cast a single Hydra.
Well, I mean, yeah, but all the Templar died before using any of the storms. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, one Hydra's better than no Hydras. This High Templar just chilling behind the gas. Whatever.
Look at the hatchery, look at the Hydra, then look how much damage these buildings.
Yeah, one of these Zerglings is just gonna fart and blow these 2 buildings down.
Yeah. And yeah, this is why 101 trend is so good nowadays, because when you make Zerglings like Gornich just did, they do only 3 damage to the Protoss army.
Yeah, it's actually sad. These are not the cracklings that you're used to seeing them burn down, Dragoons in the blink of an eye. These are, these are like weeaboolings, They stayed inside their entire life, have absolutely no muscle mass on them, just sit around reading anime all day, don't care about their health. That's what these Zerglings are, man. They don't do nothing, man. They're neats.
And look at the invisible hatchery at the top of the map. This is crazy. This is how Gornich wants to get back to this game.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take a risk, right?
Yeah. You're just at disadvantage. You need some way to get back to. Okay, but it's wave number 2.
Here we go.
The Zerg defense.
There is a lot of lurkers here this time. You know, maybe we get another push here and we snipe some obs. The Protoss doesn't trade very well, and you know, things keep on going that way. But we got the hatchery already. I don't know.
Gladiator is just this kind of a map when you can try and push the natural, but if you cannot actually do that, you cannot really attack any other expansions as well, because look at this.
Yeah, they're all tiny ramp high grounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
not breaking any Zerg after.
I do remember during the holiday bash, Jaden versus Noni. Jaden just sat in his 4 bases, did nothing. Noni tried to crush the base over and over and over again. Never worked. Just infinite defense Zerg, and it was pretty good. So we have a couple of snipes on the obs, but nothing too effective. Still have 2 on the map here. We do finally have a nice open area for the Dragoons to be able to get a little bit better surface area now that the front hatchery is dead.
And you know what? If Courage even had a single spore, this would be like twice as hard for Dragon to actually penetrate.
You gotta manage those obs. But we do have Cracklings on the field now making their way into this fight. And, you know, only a couple more Dragoons left on the field, so once again, Gornich gonna be losing a lot of valuable units here. High Templar getting sniped all over the place. A lot of Dragoons have gone down here as well. And
remember how we are talking about Zerglings doing no damage against the Protoss armor?
Yeah,
well, guess what? These are not Zerglings anymore.
Yeah. These are drug-addicted crack cocaine fiends, okay? They don't feel no pain. They don't care for anything other than crack cocaine, and they're gonna do anything to get it, including doing hits on High Templar.
Seriosity saying 2 forge when it's in fact only 1 forge. He just got fooled by this tiny little armor.
Oh man, these lurkers, you know, however, appear to be victims of the opioid crisis in America right now. Just no reaction time, just really dopey. Just running over here. Oh my god, lurker gets just slapped out of the air.
So Dragon is like, okay, I cannot kill this guy, so I'm just gonna wander all around the map and make sure he doesn't expand. So he's taking actually his 5th expansion right now when Zerg sits on 4. So yeah, Dragon definitely in control of this map, but okay, now he found out about this top expansion.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, there is a Nidus up here now, so this is kind of like the worst possible timing to fund this expansion.
Yeah,
but at least he knows now, you know?
Unpenetrable. This feels so bad to play PvZ on this map.
Yeah. Just taking all these you know, high ground, tiny ramp bases, putting lurkers and defilers.
I wanted to praise Gorenich for making melee, upgrade for melee for Zerglings. But yeah, he made both the upgrades at the same time. But I really like when people upgrade claws first as opposed to I feel it's really good.
Yeah. I remember we talked about that last cast, how you think that essentially because of how impossible it is to keep up on those carapace upgrades, you know, attack ends up being much more valuable. Because if you have +1 carapace...
Because, well, we don't have any lookers here.
The drone drill! Oh no! The drone drill backfires! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we busted up this ramp, actually. This is kind of wild here.
There's no Nidus here, so...
Yeah, this is supposed to be like an invincible base, and here we go, losing 2 hatcheries. A huge portion of our production. Now, this is so funny. Gornich was trying to snipe obs here with the Scourge, but they just didn't have the Overlord in place, so you're not able to snipe any obs.
Yeah, things would be different if Gornich made a spore each phase. Really, spores make a Maybe Zerg's spores make a difference in the...
This is very unfortunate. Well, Gornich is doing his best. He just keeps trying to hang in there. Trying to use Hive Tech to kind of like turn the game into his favor, but he doesn't have enough production, doesn't have enough economy. Very difficult to make this work at this point. We're gonna be probably seeing a big plague here, but it doesn't matter because we got like only a couple of lurkers, couple of defilers, and some zerglings here. There's just not enough here to do anything.
Yeah, and there is no plague yet, so but yeah, it's like 200.
Oh wow, yeah, he doesn't seem to even have plague researched.
Yeah, it's about to finish.
Oh,
but
2 obs go
it's not
down.
just-
Dude, Gornich is just hanging in there, man.
It refuses to die. Yeah, it's high-tech Zerg. We have swarms, we have lurkers. We are invincible there.
We have a player in chat telling you not to give Zergs advice. He doesn't want to have to fight against Zergs that have spores at their ramps.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Don't help
I'm
them.
just too honest.
Not everyone is Bonyth, okay? Not everyone can kill a Zerg with a single shuttle. Oh my god, there's so many zealots in this army, though. I mean, there are a lot of lurkers at the top of this ramp here. This is not gonna work out.
Nope.
I want plague. I gotta see the plague. We need to get plague on these. Oh, there we go. Pretty decent plague there. That's a very big deal. Gonna make these lurkers way more effective
Look
at
at
defending
this.
this
This is
crap.
impossible to break.
Look how sad this is. We just lost like a million. How many zealots do you think we've lost here so far?
It's just use map setting, I'm not sure.
A ton, I'm sure, but we do have Dark Swarm on these lurkers up here. Oh no, no more lurkers actually at the top of the ramp here, so this Dark Swarm not doing too much. But the lurker count really has fallen, so this base is slowly getting softened up here. Very big, kind of aggressive move here. I don't think that is what you want to do. Trading a very huge army for a very small one, not even busting up the ramp and being able to disrupt the economy. Gonna find this base here though. There's no way you defend
I
this.
can't believe how hard it is to kill Gorinich. Look at you kill one head and another grows.
Yeah, he's a defensive god, man. Big plague. Gonna help thin out those zealot numbers very quickly. Look how fast after the plague the zealots die. They just all disappeared. I heard the neom and it was just like oh, and like 8 zealots just disappeared instantly.
That is sound here.
Oh my
But
god.
hey, we're gonna be dragon in another PvT.
Alright, well, Dragon doing his best. He's got to be pretty frustrated at this point. He's been fighting a winning battle for a very long time and still not been able to close this game out.
Yeah, he's just sending gears and like he wants to win, but it's unbeatable.
Obviously, he's still very heavily advantaged, double the supply of his opponent, but you know, just being put through this defensive crap where you're just fighting these lurkers and these lings under Dark Swarm, plague is getting all over your units. It just takes forever to finish the game up.
Finally. No,
More stuff coming through. Here we go. Look, another lurker gets under the swarm. Good luck, Archons. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. We have to send a whole nother main army over here. Oh, I feel so bad for Dragon, man. He must be going crazy with the tilt. But I mean, he's very obviously completely destroying Gorinich at this point. Gorinich at like 50 supply. He's going down to like 1.5 mining bases in a little bit here. He doesn't have any, you know, any wiggle room to even find himself a comeback. There's no chance for him, but he's still playing it out just to be annoying.
Yeah, Gorinich agris are just so late. His main is mined out. His natural soon is going. So I think it's like if you make out one more step, for example, with a shuttle with Psystorm on the top of the map, this is gonna be like the super demoralizer for Gorinich that would make him leave the game rather than just attacking him over and over again. Dragon is a very straightforward person, I guess.
You know, I've noticed a lot of Protoss players seem very hesitant to go for Reaver. I always feel like Reaver is as soon as a couple of Reavers get out in the shuttle, that's like the time where like the game is over for me, right? You can no longer
Yeah.
just sit back behind lurkers and defilers and defend for forever.
Look at this dragon from the Stone Age. It has 18 kills. The only dragon. Oh, never mind. Here comes his zealous comrades.
He's a Stone Age Dragoon! I love it! Prehistoric Dragoon, showing all these brand new baby Dragoons how it's done. He's got 2 HP. It doesn't matter, 80 shields. This guy is still racking up kills, he's at 19 now.
Yeah, he regenerated
Oh my gosh,
all his
this is the most epic Dragoon. Look, he's still firing. He's still killing. He's in his 80s, man. He's got to use a walker to get around. Got a handicap plate for his parking spot. You know, he's got a colostomy bag and just pees into it whenever he needs to. It's fine. 20 kills. Can't stop me. End of the game. I'm still here.
Great game by both. I suppose Gorinich, what he needed was to make, I don't know, like another Sunken here and there, and maybe Aspora at some point, and yeah, and he'll be able to play a more even game. But still, Dragon, I suppose he just executed what he wanted to do, and yeah, he made it look rather easy.
Well, things are getting pretty crazy. We're down to the very last game here to determine who's going to come out with the advantage in this series. We had Dragon triumphing over Gorinich, DeWalt triumphing over Castle, SPX destroying TT1, and the Canadian 2v2 team beating the Russian 2v2 team. So lots of action here so far. Now we're headed to the very final match of the day. Before we go into that though, I need to take a quick break because my throat is killing me. I don't know why, so I'll be right back. But I do want to also shout out the Matcherino. Rude Girl in the chat, if you could link the Matcherino. We do have a really nice Matcherino link here that's going to allow you to contribute money for free to the prize pool. I believe the code is TDRNW, so Titanis Del Ring North Nation Wars. And that'll allow you to give 50 cents to the prize pool here. Now, I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Bonyth, if you want to take a quick break as well. We'll be back in like 2 minutes. Just gonna clear my throat up real quick. Getting kind of, feeling a little gross. So, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the last game of the day for Titanes del Ring. And then we will have a North American Summer Star League Autumn Star League rather, after that. So lots of StarCraft still to come. Stick around. We'll be back in just a minute.
Yep.
Do that. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alrighty. Well, yeah, cannon first, a little unfortunate, but it was overpool, so it's not the absolutely worst. We don't have any lings being created other than this first 2 pair, though. So I feel like their build orders are fairly even.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, there's that matter of the cannon first, but it doesn't hurt that much.
Yeah. At least it wasn't like a 2 cannon. Like he sees that there's only 2 lings being made, so we don't overreact as far as cannon creation or anything goes.
Yeah, it's cross position, so any rushes will take longer. So yeah, it's definitely gonna.
Alrighty, here we go with those. Wow, the probe goes down very quickly. Crossy with some very nice Zergling micro gets that out right away here. So are we gonna? We're likely gonna see the Zealot come across then to make sure that nothing crazy is going on. I would assume.
Yeah, and Zerg doesn't have any overlords over the Protoss naturally yet, so yeah, he doesn't know if he actually sneaked out as Zealot yet or not.
He does see this probe coming out, but Crossy, yeah, it looks like Crossy's reacting to it, so we have the Zergling coming back here to kind of harass this probe a bit. Meantime, in our Zergman, we are going for a lair.
Yeah, so far so standard.
Yeah. It's super weird, man.
Crossy, maybe a little bit unhappy for his loss against TT1. Do you think he will want to unload his frustration on this poor Dreamer?
Oh no, I hope not, man. It would be very, very sad to see just Crossy take out all of his latent anger and frustration on this poor innocent Protoss boy. He doesn't deserve this, you know. That should be reserved for TT1, you know. Well,
look at this Zealot trying to fight an even fight here. I mean, 100 resources against 100 resources, but he's not quite capable.
yeah, a little unfortunate. Not the best trade here, especially with the reinforcing Zerglings making this a nice, easy cleanup. But alrighty, so we are going for Spire as, you know, kind of like the normal way of things.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting as far as build orders goes. Dreamer is gonna make 2 cannons because he does not at all what Crossy has for him. So I suppose this is what you do nowadays with 973 being so common. You just put the cannons blindly, and just Crossy must be so happy to see that.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny too because I was just gonna mention that 9734, like, it's so popular right now, but I don't see it in any of our matches. I haven't seen a 3-hatch Hydra in like the last 2 weeks. Like, it's crazy. I'm actually really surprised.
It's the Phantom build, man. It's the Phantom build. You hear of it, but you never.
Yeah. Everyone's always complaining about it. God, 9734. It's all I see. It's all I see. No one ever plays it. You know what though? Just the fact that it exists, though, as you said, you know, is creating kind of a little advantage for these Zerg players, as just the threat of it is making them throw down some more cannons.
Yeah, you can see this in the Zerg game that there's 300. That's 2 gateways in main base. That being said, I want to point out that I'm not a huge. Dreamer is gonna add another cannon in the main base because he knows that it's in fact gonna be a Spire build now. But he doesn't have really pylon placed for any additional gateways. So yeah, I'd like to see another pylon soon.
Okay. Well, Dreamer doing some weird path with his Corsair. I guess he's trying to make sure that there's no hidden expansions or anything. As Zergs really do, especially in this position where you've been able to just deny scouting for a super long time. Sometimes make these crazy decisions to get really mega greedy and over drone, take additional bases. So I like the fact that he's just crossing off all of the check marks, you know, all those boxes that he has to hit to make sure that his opponent is not getting away with murder while he's kind of just blind on 2 base. Now, we do have the Corsairs just continuing to run around here. DT now on the field.
So, oh, this overload is dangerously out of position, but yeah, it feels DT in the air, and he's gonna head back to help the drone guys working in the field.
Alright, well, DT also just kind of checking bases real quick here, wants to see kind of what's going on. I guess, does Crossy just, has he not been revealed at the third base yet? Oh, yeah, okay. So he just gets found out now.
Just must know that there is a third base somewhere. But yeah, sometimes as a Protoss, you don't need to be really greedy with this DT. You don't need to send it to kill drones. You are fine with just sitting over the next probable, possible just Zerg hatchery to be.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this is just exactly where I put that DT to the middle.
It works out well.
The drone be annoying, and then Zerg is going to be, where is the drone? I don't think I sent it, so I sent another. I suppose there is a DT there.
Oh my god, that's me every game. And sometimes like the first time doesn't clue me in, so you send like 3 drones and they all just disappear, and then you're like, okay, what's happening? And then you finally figure it out. It's just getting smacked because you don't get a sound. It doesn't tell you that the drone died. It just disappears.
It's just like a fun thing.
Oh man, it's not fair. It should at least tell you that the drone died, man. Like, come on. Could you imagine though how much weaker Dark Templar harass would be if it always told you anytime anything died?
You drop a DT in the main, and every time just Zerg reacts in 2 seconds. That's so unfair.
Yeah, that would be really bad. But instead, right now, you drop a DT, and about a quarter of the time, you just look back at your main, and there's literally nothing.
Like 1 minute later,
you're like trying to make Zerglings, and you can't. You're like, what happened to my pool? And you look back, your whole base is gone. But no, at least it tells you when it's hitting buildings, so you can't just lose a base for it.
also we have Lancer X hatchery, a little bit misplaced. It's okay, Crossy. It's okay. Oh, he noticed. He heard me.
Yeah, he heard you through the time portal that's here. Crossy cheating a little bit with his weird time magic. But yeah. Okay, so you need to explain, why is that called a Lancer X hatchery? Does he misplace his nexuses all the time?
Oh yeah, all the time. He just does that constant.
That's adorable. Alrighty, here we go. So we have some Corsairs now out on the field here, clearing a path for this shuttle to get into a good position to make a nice drop here. So the main is likely going to be the most exposed and vulnerable position to for this shuttle to go and deal some damage. You have to go pretty deep with the shuttle to do that though, so it's fairly committed. I don't really see too many Scourge on the map or anything like that, so I think that we could definitely go for it. And Hydra's being pulled out of position now.
Out of the sudden, like out of the blue, it's a red flag for Zerg, you know. So like, oh, I see Corsair cleaning path toward my. Yeah,
oh, this is so cute. So we dropped the Zealot on the low ground. I think he's going to use the Zealot to harass the third base and then send the attacking units in to the main. We have the DT in the main now. We're going to do storm drops in the natural expansion, all while Zerg is on the other half of the map here. Here we go. Oh my gosh, the natural getting totally cleaned out of drones here. Main in the meantime smacking a ton of drones as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you Protoss is now a secret. So first you drop a DT, it kills drones. So when if Zerg realizes all the drones, no, the Spire. Oh,
wow.
So Zerg sent drones from main base to natural, and then you send the shuttle with high numbers to kill even more drones.
When they're all stacked up on that one mineral patch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It feels super bad. Now we have about 1 million drones on gas here. Crossy just really a big fan of gas, I guess. Not really sure what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Looks like it was the transfer to avoid the harass from the main.
I don't know, maybe he wanted more lurker.
Gotta get those lurkers as quick as possible. Gotta get those 8 drones on gas. Alrighty. Well, I mean, Crossy still has a pretty nice position here at the natural expansion. You know, I mean, Dreamer's
Yeah.
gonna have a hard time moving out. He is taking a 4th, so that's a little unfortunate. Crossy's probably gonna want to do something about that. But, I mean, supplies are pretty even despite the fact that that was an incredibly successful drop.
So yeah, Crossy still doesn't have the vision with that overload of, for the 6 o'clock. On the other hand, on Zerg the Breaker, it's not that easy for Protoss to defend. Yeah, they can come through the bridge, through the high ground, and even through the 6 o'clock. So yeah, 3 paths to kill the Protoss. But hey, I think Crossy will be happy with just sitting in front of the Protoss.
Yep, Crossy macroing very well. Third a bit, or the mineral only a little bit oversaturated. I feel like we could definitely replace some of the drones here at the main and the natural. But we got to keep making those Hydralisks, otherwise you are going to run into a position where you just die to the army. Crossy sending now a nice little contingent of Hydralisks to try and take out this 4th in a pretty good timing as the army has kind of moved away from the 4th back up towards the 3rd here. So army going to be drawn down to the 4th base here by this group of Hydralisks. Unfortunately not targeting down the Nexus. But we do have an army advancing from onto the 3rd as well.
Machine like machine gun just
Yeah, they do a ton of damage here. And now Crossy advancing his position once again up closer to the 3rd. And as the army gets pulled back to deal with this, we just go back on the 4th. Oh, this is so annoying. Exactly. The Hydra's now coming from behind. No more real storms here. This is a pretty committed attack by Crossy. The Hydralisk count still very healthy though, and the Dragoons are falling very quickly. This 3rd is in some serious trouble.
That last 2 and no armor for Protoss.
Look how many lurkers we have on this high ground. If some of these had advanced down this ramp, this would be a totally dead army. Now all we do is we wait for these reinforcing Hydralisks, massive number of them streaming in still off on the map, because Crossy apparently just macroing like a literal god right now. Yeah, not even caring about storm dodging.
This is so many Hydras that...
Look at, and we're out of storms once again. So now the Hydra's very safe, very happy to push down this ramp here, assist the lurkers in their advance onto this base here. I'd really like to see the lurkers push a little more forward here, as we do just have Zealots and Templar reinforcing, as opposed to, you know, having some like pretty decent large Dragoon counts coming down here. The lurkers are gonna be a very difficult unit to fight. 4th base goes down immediately. Hydralisk fighting from the high ground once again against ranged units on the ground. Like there is 4 cannons and 4 Dragoons here versus an entire cadre of Hydralisks and lurkers.
Yeah, the thing is about this mineral, it doesn't really help you, Protoss, because you need gas. You need that, not only minerals but also gas. Without it, it's like you're kind of the same, but a little bit mineral-wise richer. So okay, you get coal, but there are lurkers, you know.
Man, I feel bad for Dreamer, man. Dreamer's like, you know, doing his best. He got a really huge drop. He did a ton of economic damage to Crossy, but who cares? Zerg is just op. Like, Crossy's got everything he could ever want. Could be even taking bases behind this. Who cares, man? You just make Hydras. That's all you gotta do. How is this game fair? How's this balanced? We gotta call David Kim.
I wanna give Russia +1 point for Dreamer's gateway placement. I love the.
Yeah,
the
I love seeing that
here.
solid block of green on the map. Looks so nice and organized. Let's take a look.
Like,
Look at that,
down
beautiful.
To a single pixel, you know, leaving some space on the right side and left side is perfect.
Unfortunately for Dreamer, though, despite how nice his base may look, it's just not going to look as good as the Zerg, because we do have the magenta advantage here. And really, you know, why even try versus a magenta Zerg? They're just too magnificent, too beautiful. You got no chance, kid.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfair, but hey, whoever gets the magenta from random gets a free win.
Unfortunately, that's the rules, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us from StarCraft 2, it is actually a real advantage. Magenta units do about 300% more damage, have 500% more health, and about 200% more dick length. So, it's just a losing battle.
Yeah, workers mining 50% more mineral. It's just better. It's just better.
Yeah. They mine faster. They cost less. Magenta, man, it's OP. Magenta tanks can shoot on top of themselves. I think the only more OP color than magenta is obviously invisible. Well, Crossy busts on through after a very long siege of this third base. Very well played by Crossy. Very, very nice macro from him. Dreamer did a really great job in the mid game here as well, making some moves, but it looks like Crossy's going to come out with the win. That puts Canada up over Russia just by one measly point. A very close series. I was very, very excited to see the conclusion of this, and it did not disappoint. Bonyth, how did you feel about that, man? Canada goes up 3-2. How do you feel about the overall outcome of this?
So let me have a look at the scores. So yeah, Dragon against Gorinich, okay, that was a good game. Protoss won. Then Devout won against Castle, so you could say it's half good, half bad. Then we have TT1 losing, not so good. And Crossy winning over Dreamers.
It's PvP, so it's half good, half bad. Oh my god, dude, Bonyth, the most biased Protoss. He's not even happy when a Protoss wins in a PvP because one Protoss loses. This is truly like the Martin Luther King of Protoss players. He just loves everybody. He's trying to bring the message of Protoss love. Oh my god, what an amazing guy. Bonyth, thank you so much for joining me on this cast. Titanes del Ring, been so much fun to be casting these nation wars. I love seeing kind of like the nations come together and compete. I can't believe that North America is doing so well, considering how much shit Europe always talks about our StarCraft players. So, eat me. But man, this series has been so much fun, guys. I'm so glad we've gotten to cast this for you. If you guys could please check out the Match Reno, go ahead, see if you can support the scene with a little bit of cash or use the the TDRNW coupon code to make a small 50-cent contribution via the coupon code for free. But thank you guys all so much for showing up. I'm going to take a quick break and have some lunch really quick, and then we're going to go into NAASL on my channel. So please come by and check that out. Bonyth, do you have anything to say to the people before you go?
Let's see. We'll see another Protoss in the league you mentioned. So yeah, you may want to visit Doc's stream. This is gonna be awesome. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. It was a really lovely evening.
Alrighty, dudes. Well, again, once again, dude, Bonyth, it's been such a pleasure having you cast with me. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you to the whole Titanes del Ring team. They're amazing. They're all doing just a ridiculous job at getting all this production going. I had to do almost nothing for this. It's absolutely great. They're just like, come cast. It's great. Like, that's all you got to do. Feels so good, man. But yeah, I've been super happy to be doing this.
By the way, next week Poland is gonna play against Canada, so I hope to defend Europeans' honor here. So yeah, me myself are gonna.
Apparently everyone very interested about my lunch. I'm gonna have some chicken soup. Thank you very much. It's gonna be a Peruvian style chicken soup. Will be delicious, and I hope you all are jelly of it, because I am very proud of the chicken soup. All right, but all right. Let's go ahead and throw it to our closing video, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Hopefully we see you over at my channel, DocHoliday_TV on Twitch. And we're going to be getting into the North American Autumn Star League. Been a really fun league as well. Thank you, Bonyth, for joining me. And I hope you guys all have a great one.